YouTube? I am back with another DPS video for you guys today. So, I just uploaded a video, but I wanted to jump on and, I don't know, do another one. I'm kind of getting into it and really enjoying testing powers again. So I decided to go Ice because Ice is a power I haven't uploaded on my channel yet. And I'm going to go back. I'm definitely going to upload another video for gadgets, and another video for mental, and another video for this, and another video for that, like I just did Rage. But that's fine. Just don't. I mean, those other videos are older, and that's just the way it is. But anyways, let's get into it, guys. I'm doing Ice. I'm gonna say straight up, Ice is an okay DPS. It's not the best by any means. It definitely depends on crits. If you know, Frost Blast crits, Arctic Gust, Ice Boulder Strike. Like if things crit correctly, especially Frost Blast, you're gonna do great damage. You're gonna burn through stuff. But if it don't, then you're kind of in a, you know, you're not in a big good deal here. So anyways, let's jump into it here. So this is my gear, nothing crazy. Always rocking a Nitro 120, all my artifacts, solar amplifier, scrap, and Eye of the Gemini. Excuse me. Light mods. You should have a supercharged blizzard here. I saw Berserking, I forgot to change that. Escalating might. I use Berserker in my back. Extended supercharge. It don't matter in your legs really. And then max damage. Alright. So my stats right now. This is my base might is at 33.8, but I always pop a nitro, so I'm gonna pop one, and it's at 34.9. So let's jump into the spec, guys. Weapons, the wield, whatever weapon you want to use, just throw one in. Super speed, iconics. All you need is robot sidekick. You do not need Neo Venom. And then right here you got super powered. All your crits into might go into health. If you want for survivability, go into precision. I mean, it's up to you what you go into. Because you know I'm not running Tetragon, but if you are, then definitely go in health. So let's go to the loadout. So loadout left to right is Frost Blast, Wintering Tempest, Ice Boulder Strike, Arctic Gust, Robot Sidekick, and Blizzard. So this is the thing, right? Also, in your supercharge slot, if you didn't want to use Blizzard, like I like Blizzard a lot, but if you didn't want to, you can use Speed Drain if you're super speed. It's a 25%er, and it's good for Eye of the Gemini spam. If you want to rock that too, I didn't think of that, but you can. But anyways, so the way this works is it goes left to right, and then it kind of, and I'll show you the rotation. But so Frost Blast, as you can see, is a really long animation, and you want to start this power off because it's such a big burst ticket damage. It takes such a long move to do that you kind of want to get the damage out there, and then kind of set up your PIs and stuff like that, which is Wintering Tempest. So the way this loadout works is, and another thing is, make sure you kind of pay attention to Frost Blast, because if you clip like something too quick into it, like Wintering Tempest too quick, or you know, Ice Boulder Strike, sometimes the damage won't hit for Frost Blast. And Frost Blast hits is your hardest hitting move. So you want to try and do that. Alright, so anyways, go ahead and show you. So you go Frost Blast into Arctic, Wintering Tempest, Ice Boulder Strike, Arctic Gust. Then you go Ice Boulder Strike. Every time you're done with Arctic Gust, you hit an Ice Boulder Strike. I usually do that twice. Go back to the rotation, and that's kind of it. So then the rotation, full rotation, will kind of look like this. Wintering Tempest, Ice Boulder Strike, Arctic Gust, Ice Boulder Strike, Arctic Gust, Ice Boulder Strike. Because you're trying to have, you know, where your dot's up almost at all times. So that's what I do. And that's it. That's it. And another thing that's kind of great about Ice is Frost Blast is like medium range, and another thing that's good is Ice really isn't that power hungry, like at all. Like at all. It's really nice. And then push comes to shove, if you're in a really good group, you don't want to, and you burn it through ads, you don't have time to hit Frost Blast, you can always just go Ice Boulder Strike, Arctic Gust, Ice Boulder Strike, or just spam Arctic Gust, because it's spammable. The equivalent is Avalanche, and Avalanche is more ranged, and it doesn't have a spammable, but it actually kind of hits harder than Arctic Gust. Like, they hit about the same. I actually seen a little bit better numbers from Avalanche, but Arctic Gust is, you know, a less power cost one. Two, it's spammable. It doesn't have a cooldown, so. Show you the rotation. So you'll see some decent numbers, and then you're gonna see bad numbers straight out of the gate. And so right there's a 29, which isn't bad by any means. And now, like, I hit good crits there. So you see 245k crits on Frost Blast, and right there's consistent damage. But if you don't crit with Frost Blast, your damage dips. So there was a 26. So you see what I'm saying, where your damage kind of dips. Then ice also just doesn't test well on like the parsers. So here's a decent representation. You know, I was hitting 29 and 28 from the start, and I understand crits have a very large effect here, but you might see it dip low. You might see it dip down to 23k. And that's honestly just because of Frost Blast, just because of the way the crits work. And Frost Blast it is a good power, but I personally hate its guts. Because one, this animation is longer than Plague. But it hits hard. So you got two 18Ks, but then you had a 37k crit, and then it can hit 45k crits, and go up from there. On single target, you'll see it hit even more. And that's where it kind of, you know, it's nice. You know, it shines. But so that's kind of it for the AoE, and I'll kind of show you how I do Blizzard into it. So what I do is I hit Frost Blast, Winter Tempest, and then Blizzard. So I kind of do this. And then Blizzard, and then go into the rotation. And for a 50% super, Blizzard is very, very exceptional. There's a 50k parse. It could go up to 62. I've seen 61. And see right there's a 23 parse. That's what I mean by inconsistency. You're gonna see it. It all depends on the crit of Frost Blast. It really does. Anyways, your best damage is probably gonna be on bosses with this, especially with Frost Blast and stuff. So I'm definitely gonna show you. And single target now. And I'm not saying that ice is bad with ads, but what I'm saying is it's not good in this meta of powers where we're burning through the hallways so quickly with powers like gadgets and stuff like that. Gadgets, rage, earth, and stuff like that. Hardlight even, like, so it's kind of rough. But anyways, let's jump into the single target. Everything's the same in here. You know, might's the same. The only thing different is the iconics tree. You need both robot and do you need robot? Yeah, you need robot and then heat vision. You don't need Neo Venom. So the loadout left to right goes Frost Blast, Winter Tempest, Amplified Heat Vision, Avalanche, Robot Sidekick, and Blizzard. Cool thing too is I've used my AoE rotation on a boss, and it doesn't do bad damage, so you don't have to change necessarily with ice. But if you want more damage, obviously you're gonna, you know, do that. But anyways, so this loadout's really simple. It's just left to right. That's all it is. So you go Frost Blast, Winter Tempest, Heat Vision, which I have at 120, so there's going to be an explosion, then Avalanche, and then you go back in the Frost Blast, Heat Vision, Avalanche, and then until Winter Tempest is off cooldown, obviously. So this isn't a full ranged loadout, obviously. You got to be like probably right here. You can be pretty far for Frost Blast to hit, but you still want Frost Blast to hit, so. $16K. to a 13 there. Should pick back up here in a second. Yep, it picked back up. And as you can see, the power isn't an issue, which is nice. Drop down to 12. But this is still also dependent on Frost Blast critting. It hit 29k base, but if it does crit, it can crit up to 72k. So I've seen 76. There was a 61 right there, so watch this. Pulse is going to be a little different amount of power, but it went back up to 16, as you can see. So that's kind of, you know, ice in a nutshell. I'm going to show you Blizzard with it, and go from there. Also, what's cool about this loadout is, if you wanted to, you can use it on ads, or if there's a boss, say there's one boss and then he has 2-3 ads, you can sit there and still use this on a group like that, because if you have the solar amplifier leveled up to where there's the explosion, you see you're gonna do more damage. See what I'm saying? So it's not bad. I mean, that was a 32% thing. But that's also something to look at. So I have it at 120, but you know, the higher you have them, the better, obviously. But yeah, so do it the same way that you do the other with Blizzard. Go right in heat vision. $22k parse, and then I had a 60k crit on Frost Blast, and 18k. See what I'm saying? Frost Blast crits, you're gonna do a good parse. It's just the way the power works. But guys, that's it for ice. This is probably a shorter video, not much to go crazy into. There wasn't 3 rotations to go over like rage or anything like that. But anyways, I hope you all take it easy.